Welcome to Healthier Daily. I'm Dr. Ben Carter. You've seen them everywhere. These tiny black and white seeds. Health magazines, doctors on television, social media. They all praise chia seeds as the ultimate superfood. And it is true. They are packed with fiber-healthy omega-3 fats antioxidants. They are a true powerhouse for gut health, weight control, and energy, especially after 60. But here's the shocking truth, the part that almost no one talks about. If you use chia seeds the wrong way, they can quietly sabotage your health. They can damage your digestion, dehydrate your body, and in some cases, trigger real medical emergencies that doctors have documented. The problem is that most people treat chia seeds like a trendy topping, just a harmless sprinkle on your smoothie or yogurt. But after 60, our digestion is more sensitive, our metabolism is slower, and our hydration needs are different. What is harmless at 25 can become harmful at 65. To help us understand why Dr. Hinohara has a philosophy that I believe is the key to using this food safely. Dr. Hinohara, you've said we are thinking about chia seeds all wrong.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. Yes, we are. The problem is that we are treating chia seeds like a food. But they are not just a food. They are a tool. I want you to think of a single tiny dry chia seed as a compressed industrial strength sponge. A tiny, powerful sponge that is designed by nature to do one magical thing, absorb 12 times its weight in liquid. This sponge is a miracle if you use it correctly. But what happens if you swallow a dry, compressed industrial sponge? It will expand. It will expand inside your body. It will get stuck in your throat or in your intestines. It will absorb all the water around it, and it will create a blockage. This is not a health food. This is a danger.
That is the perfect way to describe it. That sponge-like power is what makes chia seeds either a healer or a hazard. Other videos will just give you a top 5 list of mistakes. That is confusing. Today we are not giving you a list. We are giving you the 3-step safety protocol. This is the owner's manual for how to safely use this powerful industrial sponge. We will show you Step 1, how to activate the sponge to prevent a medical emergency. Step 2, how to check the sponge to avoid hidden toxins. And Step 3, how to use the sponge correctly so it actually works. Before we start with Step 1, we want to hear from you. Have you been using chia seeds? Have you ever felt bloated or stuck after eating them? If this topic is real for you, please just type Chia in the comments section below. And if you are ready to learn the real owner's manual for the superfood, now is the perfect time to hit that subscribe button.
Welcome back. We are now at the first and most important step in our 3-step safety protocol. This step is not about nutrition. It is not about weight loss. It is about survival. This step is called Activate the Sponge. Remember, a dry chia seed is a compressed industrial sponge. You must add water and let it expand before it enters your body. If you fail to do this, you are inviting a medical emergency.
That is not an exaggeration. This is mistake 2 from the opponent's list, eating dry chia seeds. We are making this our one warning because it is the most dangerous mistake you can make. As Dr. Hinohara said, these seeds are hydrophilic, water-loving. They are designed to absorb up to 12 times their weight in liquid. This is what creates that beautiful, healthy gel. But what happens if you eat them dry? What if you, like many people, toss a dry spoonful into your mouth and then wash it down with a sip of water? The sponge does exactly what it is designed to do. It instantly hits that water, begins to expand and forms a thick, sticky gel plug. But it is not expanding in a bowl. It is expanding in your throat. The opponent's video shared a real medical case, and you need to hear this. A 39-year-old man did exactly this. He ate a spoonful of dry chia and chased it with water. The sponge expanded in his esophagus. It created a plug so thick and so solid that he could not breathe. He was rushed to the emergency room and doctors had to medically remove the Chia plug to save his life. This is not a stomachache. This is a choking hazard. For a senior who may already have a drier throat or slower swallowing reflexes, this risk is magnified.
That is the first danger, the throat danger. But what if it does get past your throat? What if you stir the dry sponge into yogurt and you swallow it? Now you face the second danger. This is mistake 1 from the opponent's list. The fiber bomb. The compressed sponge is now inside your intestines. What does it do? It does its job. It sucks all the available water out of your digestive tract. It pulls the moisture from all the other food, from your body, and it expands.
This creates 2 problems. First, it dehydrates you from the inside out. Second, that dry sponge forms a clog. It is exactly like the opponent said, trying to flush a roll of paper towels down a toilet. This brings us to the story of Helen, the 68-year-old woman from Arizona. She wanted to lose weight, so she started dumping 2 heaping tablespoons of dry chia into her smoothie every day. Within a week, she was in the emergency room, doubled over with stomach cramps. The doctors found a partial bowel obstruction. That sponge had expanded, clogged the pipes, and her system had shut down. Helen thought she was doing the healthy thing. She was actually day by day building a brick wall inside her own gut.
So, what is the protocol for step 1? It is simple. It is non-negotiable.
The fix is to always soak your chia seeds. The safest ratio is 1 to 10. 1 part chia seeds, 10 parts liquid water, almond milk, etc. Let them sit for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Overnight is even better. You must wait until they have formed that smooth, slippery gel. That is the sign the sponge is fully expanded. It is now 100% safe.
This is the activated sponge. It will give your body hydration. It will soothe your intestines. The dry sponge steals hydration and clogs your pipes. The choice is yours. Welcome back. You have now, I hope, completed step 1 of our safety protocol. You have learned that you must never swallow the compressed sponge dry chia. You must always activate it with water first to make it physically safe for your throat and your gut. Your sponge is now soft. It is expanded. It is safe. Or is it? Now we must ask protocol step 2. Check the sponge. You have a perfectly activated sponge in your hand. But what if this sponge was stored for the last 6 months in a damp, toxic, moldy warehouse? Would you use it to clean your body? Of course not. You would be adding toxins, not removing them.
That is exactly what might be happening with your chia seeds. This is mistake 4 from the opponent's list. Thinking all chia seeds are the same. The 100-gram lie from our last video applies here too. People buy the biggest, cheapest bag of chia seeds they can find thinking they are getting a deal. But what they might be getting is a bag of toxic sponges. You have to remember a chia seed is a sponge even when it is in the bag. It is brilliant at absorbing its environment. If it is grown in contaminated soil, it absorbs heavy metals like cadmium and lead. If it is stored in a damp warehouse or silo, it absorbs that moisture and becomes a perfect home for mold. This brings us to the opponent's critical story about a 63-year-old woman. She switched to a bulk bin chia brand to save money. Within weeks, she had headaches, bloating, and stomach cramps. What did they find? The cheap chia was contaminated with mycotoxins. These are mold poisons. They are a serious burden on your liver and your gut. She was not detoxing. She was retoxing.
This mold is one danger, but there is another even more common one. It is rancidity. That sponge is full of a very delicate, healthy oil, the omega-3 ALA. But that oil is fragile. If it is exposed to heat or light or just too much air, it oxidizes. It goes rancid. Here is the one test you must do. Go to your kitchen right now, open your bag of chia seeds, and smell them. What do you smell it should smell like? Nothing. Maybe slightly nutty. But if you smell a sharp or bitter or fishy, paint thinner smell, your chia seeds are rancid. They are oxidized. You must throw them away.
That rancid, fishy smell is your body's warning sign. Eating oxidized, rancid oils is one of the worst things you can do for your health. It does not fight inflammation. It causes inflammation. It does not protect your heart. It attacks your arteries with free radicals. You are eating the exact opposite of what you wanted. So what is the protocol for step 2? How do you check the SpongeBuy Smart Certified Organic is your first line of defense? It means the soil was tested and is free of those pesticides and heavy metals. Check the smell. The moment you open a new bag, smell it. If it smells fishy, musty, or sharp, return it. It is rancid or moldy. Store smart. Do not store your chia seeds in a clear jar on the counter in the sunlight. You are killing the oils. Store them in an airtight, dark container, or even better, in a glass jar in your refrigerator. This protects the medicine, the oils, from heat and light.
We love our Healthier Daily family, and it brings us great joy to see our community grow. We would be so grateful if you would tell us in the comments, what country or what state here in the U.S. are you watching from today? We read them all, and it inspires us. Welcome back. We have come so far in our 3-step safety protocol. In step 1, we activated the sponge by soaking it to make it physically safe for our throat and gut. In step 2, we checked the sponge for mold and rancidity to make it chemically safe for our liver. We now have a perfect, safe, clean, fully activated gel. This is our medicine. Now we arrive at step 3. Use the sponge correctly. It is not enough to have a good tool. You must use the tool for the right job in the right way. This is where many people make their final mistakes that do not harm them, but that rob them of the very benefits they are looking for.
That's exactly right. This brings us to mistake 3, mixing chia seeds with acid too soon. You have probably seen this. The super detox drink. Just add chia seeds to your lemon water or your apple cider vinegar. It sounds so healthy, so cleansing, but here's the problem. You are using the tool wrong. You are destroying the medicine at the last second. Let's be very clear. The magic of chia is the gel, that mucilage as it's called. This gel is what soothes your gut lining. This gel is what slows down the absorption of sugar to keep your energy stable. This gel is what makes you feel full. The gel is the entire point. But what happens when you take your dry compressed sponge, the dry chia, and drop it directly into a glass of acid lemon juice vinegar or even orange juice? The acid attacks and denatures the fibers. It prevents the gel from forming properly. Instead of a smooth, soothing, activated sponge, you get a clumpy, gritty, unpleasant mess.
I had a patient, a 54-year-old woman, who followed this exact online trend. She wanted to detox. She drank dry chia seeds and apple cider vinegar every morning. Within 2 weeks, she was in my office with terrible acid reflux and stomach cramps. She was getting a double attack. First, the vinegar, was irritating her empty stomach lining. Second, the UN-activated sponge The clumpy Chia was scraping against that irritated lining and pulling water out of her system. She was not detoxing. She was inflaming. She was burning the tool and her stomach at the same time.
The protocol here is so simple, but it is critical. You must hydrate first, acid second. Step 1. Activate your sponge in a neutral liquid first. Use your 1:10 ratio with plain water or almond milk. Let it sit for 30 minutes. Let it become that perfect healing gel. Step 2. Now you can add that fully formed gel into your lemon water or stir it into your apple cider vinegar drink. The gel is already born. It is stable. It can now do its job soothing your gut lining from the acid while still delivering the benefits of both.
You see, the gel is the magic. You must protect the gel. Water first, acid second. That is the instruction manual. Welcome back. We are now at the final step of our safety protocol. We have a sponge chia gel that is safe, clean, and properly activated. We know how to use it without causing harm. But now we must ask the final question. What is this tool for? You must use the right tool for the right job. A sponge is a miracle tool for cleaning the pipes your gut. But a sponge is not a hammer. It cannot build your house, your brain. This is the last and most common mistake. People are using this wonderful gut-cleaning sponge and thinking they are also repairing their brain. This is a dangerous misunderstanding.
That's exactly right. This is mistake 5, ignoring the omega-3 conversion limit. This is the fact that surprises almost everyone. You've been told chia seeds are packed with omega-3s, and that is true. And this is one of the biggest buts in nutrition. It is the wrong type of omega-3 for your brain and heart. Let's make this simple. Your brain and heart do not run on the plant omega-3, which is called ALA. They run on the marine omega-3s, which are called EPA and DHA. These are the healing fats that reduce inflammation and build brain cells. Now, you've been told your body can convert the plant ALA into the marine DHA. This is also technically true. But here is the problem. Your body is terrible at it. The conversion rate is a disaster. Studies show that at best only about 2 to 5% of the ALA you eat might get converted to the DHA your brain needs. Let's put that in real numbers. You would have to eat an enormous calorie-dense amount of chia seeds just to get a tiny, tiny fraction of the DHA your brain is crying out for.
This is the great risk. I had a patient, a 72-year-old man, Mr. Harris. He was a vegetarian. He told me, "Dr. Hinohara, I am protecting my brain. I eat chia seeds every single day for my omega-3s." But he was suffering from terrible brain fog, joint stiffness, and his inflammation markers were high. He was starving his brain of DHA. He was faithfully using the sponge chia to clean his gut. But he had no hammer's DHA to repair his house, his brain.
So what is the protocol for this? It's simple. You must understand the job of the tool. Chia seeds are your gut tool. They are the foundation. Their gel is for your digestion, for fiber, and for stable blood sugar. But they are not your brain tool or your heart tool. You must get your EPA and DHA from a direct source. If you eat fish, this is where our SMSH list comes in. Wild salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, herring. If you are vegetarian, you must look for an algae oil supplement. Algae is the plant from the sea that makes the DHA in the first place. The wise investor does not rely on one asset. They combine them. You use the chia sponge to clean your gut, and you use the fish algae oil hammer to repair your brain. So let's review. We started this video with a list of 5 confusing, scary mistakes that were all mixed up. Now you can throw that confusing list away. Instead, you have the official Healthier Daily 3-step safety protocol for using this powerful industrial sponge, the chia seed. It's not a list of fears, it's an owner's manual for safety and power. The entire protocol is this simple. Protocol Step 1, always activate the sponge. This is the physical safety step. You must soak your chia, a 1 to 10 ratio, for at least 30 minutes. This step is non-negotiable. It's the difference between a healing gel and a choking hazard or a bowel obstruction. Protocol Step 2, always check the sponge. This is the purity step. Smell your seeds. If they smell fishy or musty, they are rancid or moldy. Throw them out. Store them in a cool, dark place or your fridge. Protocol Step 3, always use the sponge correctly. This is the efficacy step. Remember 2 rules. Water first, acid second. Let the gel form before you add lemon or vinegar. It's a gut tool, not a brain tool. You still need to eat your MSH fish or take algae oil for your essential EPA DHA.
That is the entire plan. Chia seeds are a powerful tool. Don't be afraid. Appreciate them. Never treat it like a spice. Treat it like a tool you're preparing. Soak the sponge before swallowing it. That's the difference between a visit to the emergency room and a journey to health.
That is the wisdom. If this 3-step safety protocol finally gave you the confidence to use chia seeds safely, please do us a favor and hit that like button. And please share this video. This isn't just a health tip. The information about choking and bowel obstruction is a real safety warning. You could have a friend or loved one who is eating dry chia right now. You might be sharing the one piece of information that keeps them safe. If you are not yet part of our community and you are ready for more in-depth health guides that give you the system, not just the list, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And for our final question, which step of this 3-step protocol was the biggest aha moment for you? Was it the choking hazard of Step 1, the smell test for rancid seeds in Step 2, or the ALA versus DH fact in Step 3? We would love to read your biggest takeaway in the comments below. And as always, a final critical reminder. The information in this video is for educational purposes only. The risk of esophageal or bowel obstruction from dry chia seeds is real and has been documented in medical case studies. Always soak your seeds. If you have any pre-existing digestive conditions such as diverticulitis, Crohn's disease, or a history of obstructions, please speak with your doctor before adding a powerful fiber source like chia to your diet.
Thank you for joining us. Respect the sponge, and it will respect you. Be wise. Be well.